Hi guys, it's KJM and I'm back with another Countdown to Christmas movie review. You guys are lucky you guys are getting this early Friday morning as this movie premiered. A world record Christmas premiered last night at 8 p.m. Eastern on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, kicking off another wonderful movie from Miracles of Christmas. I'm giving this movie a 9 out of 10. Now I'm saying you guys are lucky because I really thought I was gonna have to change my synthetic wig, take it off and install a different wig, and that would have just taken up a big portion of my early Friday morning. But instead I was able to tune into this movie at 5 a.m. and then now do this review for you. So yeah, because my lace is still looking pretty good. Sometimes synthetic wigs, the lace will be funky within like 2 to 3 days, but this is day 3 and it's still doing what it came to do. All right, let's get into this movie. A world record Christmas stars Death and Dying Nikki DeLoach, honey, and Lucas Bryant. Now, some of you may be laughing when I call her Death and Dying Nikki DeLoach, but just the way how Lacey has now become the queen of Countdown to Christmas over on the Hallmark Channel, Nikki DeLoach is the queen of Miracles of Christmas. Baby, she's always grieving, whether she wants 5 more minutes, whether her husband just passed, whether her auntie done died and left her a bakery. Nikki is always grieving, but one thing Nikki does is she grieves beautifully. That is a beautiful woman with just the most amazing eyes. Like, I feel it when she has her expressions. Anyway, A World Record Christmas is kind of a break from the death and dying because this movie is not about death and dying, but we still see Nikki shine. As a matter of fact, the whole cast shine in this wonderful story. And if I haven't said it, I'm giving this movie a 9 out of 10. Regular Countdown to Christmas has had more misses than it's had hits. If you're looking for where Christmas is every week, baby, you need to look to Miracles of Christmas. Whether it's Miss Christmas Comes to Town, whether it's Mystery on Mistletoe Lane, whether it's A World Record Christmas, so much is going on over at Miracles of Christmas. And one thing they're doing is delivering unique storylines that make us want to reach out and touch someone, make us even want to believe in love. I'm thinking about believing in love again because of Miracles of Christmas, okay? Oh, let me not forget about My Christmas Guide. So far, their movies have been getting 8s and 9s steadily, whereas Countdown to Christmas, Hallmark Movies and Mysteries is getting it right. And baby, you never want to miss a Nikki DeLoach movie because one thing she gonna do is deliver. All right, let me get into the storyline. Okay, the premise of this movie is there's a young autistic boy named Charlie that's being raised by his stepdad, Eric, played by Lucas Bryant, and his mother, Marissa, played by none other than Death and Dying Nikki DeLoach. Nikki, girl, it's so good to see you in a movie that is about life, honey. I love that for you. And it looked good on you. Keep on at it. Okay. Now, Charlie's bio dad, Peter, left them when he was about 3 years old. For all intents and purposes, Eric is the one that raised him along with Marissa. We see him struggling to reach out. He keeps emailing his bio dad, Peter, who's a lawyer somewhere out in Northbridge, we find out, which is about an hour away from the town that they live in. Speaking of that town now has applied to do the Guinness World Records for wrapping the most gifts in 1 hour. And the town does achieve that feat, by the way. And so Charlie gets the idea that maybe he should do something for the Guinness World Records. And he decides that he's really good at stacking Jenga blocks. So he wants to break the world record. I think the original record was 1,400 Jenga blocks stacked on one block. Stacked on one block and within a 2-hour span. So Charlie has to do 1,401 blocks stacked up on one block without them falling within 2 hours. So we see Marissa and Eric try to really support Charlie, especially when he keeps asking about his bio dad. He's hoping that his bio dad is going to come and watch him beat this record. Ultimately, it seems like it takes a while to apply for the Guinness World Records, which I can believe that. But Eric and Marissa reach out to one of the judges, the one that's going to be judging the town's gift wrapping record, and basically said, Charlie is autistic, and above, he has faced so much adversity and he's always risen to the challenge. Can you give him a try? It turns out the judge, Ophelia, I'll never forget her name because I'm like, girl, who named you Ophelia? Now, I know that's like a William Shakespeare name, but still, I was like, okay, Ophelia. She decides to give Charlie a chance after meeting him via video because she also has a daughter that's now on the spectrum that is looking at Charlie like he's a hero. And baby, I'm looking at Charlie like he's a hero too. So during his process of preparing for the Guinness World Records, as Charlie's practicing, Eric is trying to find every Jenga block that is possibly out there so that Charlie has over 1,400 that he can stack. We see Marissa try to reach out to Peter, Charlie's bio dad, because Charlie's been asking about him. Now, what do these people want for Christmas? Eric wants two things for Christmas. He'd like Charlie to finally call him dad. Ooh, that was so heartwarming. And he'd also like Charlie to have a little baby brother or baby sister. Whoa, okay. So Charlie's Christmas wish is basically he really wants his bio dad to show up for something. He had not seen his bio dad in 5 years. So once Marissa finds out that Peter lived only an hour away from them for the last 2 years, she was pissed to all pissivity. And I don't blame her for that. She wants her son to feel as much love as possible. So Eric, Marissa, and Charlie's, go on this journey of the Guinness World Records. And we see Charlie has a female best friend. I think her name was Amy, that he really starts to have these feelings for. And we see that he learns vulnerability. And Eric is there every step of the way. Yes, Eric, the stepdad, who is really his father. Because the way he loves and nurtures Charlie, you would think Charlie was his bio child. Eric helps Charlie maneuvers vulnerability and feelings, and helps Charlie realize that the best thing is that Amy is his best friend, and it's okay to be vulnerable, and no matter what, he's not going to lose Amy. They don't have to be romantically involved. So as that all happens, we see the town comes together to support Charlie. Charlie actually puts a poster on a seat that says it's for his dad. His dad does not show up for the Guinness World Records, and Charlie is literally 6 Jenga blocks away with 3 minutes left on the clock when he starts to have a breakdown because he realized his father is not coming, his bio dad. Meanwhile, his real stepdad, who's really his real dad because he gives so much love, he's in the audience. He and Marissa try to support Charlie during his breakdown. Charlie accidentally kicks over 1,387 Jenga blocks when he was only 6 blocks away. Now, you ask, why do I remember that when I have a hard time remembering just about any damn thing? Really? Hallmark Movies and Mysteries? 1,387 and the blocks fly down? We were so close. So Charlie has a meltdown. He runs into the library that Eric runs, and Eric and Marissa are right behind him, and they show him nothing but love. His best friend Amy's also there showing him nothing but love. But the Guinness World Records judge, Ophelia, has to move on to the competition for the town for the gift wrapping. And reason being, because it's Christmas Eve, she still has to get home to her family. So Charlie asks for another chance, and Ophelia explains she'd really love to. Next year is a good year to try again, but she's got to get to the second competition because she's got to get home to her family. Marissa and Eric support Charlie in going back on that stage and building the blocks, not for an official record, but just building it in a way, building it for himself. So we see his BFF, Amy, there to cheer him on. She's counting every block. She's keeping count. And Charlie does it. He does it in under 2 hours. He builds 1,401 Jenga blocks starting off of just one. Okay? It was amazing. And then we see that Charlie realizes that Eric, his stepdad, has really been the only real father he's known, and he's so lucky to have Eric. And then we see Marissa decide that this family does need another baby because Eric is such an amazing father that he deserves to have 2 children. And we see them the following Christmas, and they are all a family. There's another baby in that family, and it's just wonderful and heartwarming. Did I mention I'm giving a world record Christmas a 9 out of 10? And I'm going to tell you this, if you're a parent, bio or not, and you have a child out in this world, I don't care how old that child is, and you have not been in touch with this child, this movie is a reminder to reach out and talk to your children. All right, I'm KJM and I'm out.